Alrighty, welcome to another Duskmourn draft where, well, I get FOMO if I don't pick FOMO again. Honestly, I had two of these in the first draft I did on the channel, and it was really good. So definitely a consideration. Trial of Agony, it's a lot better than I thought it was. Removes two blockers at the very least for 1 mana. It's pretty good. Let's see, Wicker Folk Thresher. 4 mana, 5/4, and then Delirium. Attacks, draws a card. Wow. Shroud Stromper is also good, but 7 mana and double white. It's not really where you want to start. Ooh, Growing Dread. So you manifest Dread, and then whenever you turn a permanent face up, you put a counter on it. I'm going to take that. I don't know that that's better than FOMO. It probably isn't, but I think it looks. I just wanted to start with a blue-green build around and see if I can get something going here. Scrabbling Skullcrab. Mills for 2 whenever it enter an enchantment or room. Not really what I want to take here. Counter a creature enchantment or return 1 or 2 target creatures enchantments that you control to owner's hand. That's actually pretty nice with Manifest. You can bounce a good manifested spell or something. Don't want Erratic Apparition. Say its name. It seems a little early to take. All right, I'll take Get Out. I'll keep going down this path. Like I said, when the set first comes out, I really like trying to go hard on just drafting the mechanics of the set, and seeing how, at least getting a sense of how good they are. If I'd taken FOMO, I would probably have taken Wildfire Wicker Folk here, but I probably take the Thresher anyway. 4 mana, 5/4. It's not a bad place to start. And then, let's see. There's also this. 2/2 flying can't block, and then it comes back from your graveyard to your hand when you play an enchantment or a room. Yeah. There's also Moldering Gym. No, let's just take the Thresher. I think Thresher's pretty solid. It's also not a bad one to just flip up when it's manifested. Just 5/4 out of nowhere. Here we've got, Bottomless Pool. I think is actually pretty good. Because for 1 mana, you get to bounce a creature. And then for 5 mana, you get to make it so your creatures draw a card when they hit your opponent. Well, 1 per turn. So that's probably what I'm going to take. There's also Rootwise Survivor. Get Out, also nice bouncing Bottomless Pool. Yeah, all right, I'll take that. This looks like a great place to be. Oh man, a second Skullcrab. But there's also Bashful Beastie. Oh man, Cursed Recording is also pretty sweet, but I don't think I should take that here. Kind of just take this. 5 mana, 5/4, dies into a 2/2, and then the manifest stuff is actually pretty good at what I want to be doing here. Here we've got, Fear of Isolation is pretty nice. Another card that can bounce a juicy manifest, and it's just 2 mana, 2/3 flyer, which has some awkwardness to it, but also there's a lot of ways to make it good. I do like Glimmer Burst, but I think this looks like a pretty clear Fear of Isolation here. I'm avoiding the blue-red room stuff, not like entirely, but that was like I mentioned before, the first draft I did on Channel Fireball was blue-red rooms, and it was okay. Underwater Tunnel, great. A manifest card and a cheap room. This sounds good to me. I could still have room synergies. I'm not saying I won't do that, but I'm not going to move into blue-red most likely. All right, another Bashful Beastie seems like what I want. I don't think I want 5 mana, 2/7. It's great if you hit them, but I don't have any ways to have that happen right now. And I think Bashful Beastie is pretty nice in a manifest deck. Manifest Dread. Perfect. That's exactly what I want here. All right, so now I have Manifest Dread. Well, let's first count the payoffs. I have Growing Dread. That's the biggest one because it gives all my creatures a ++1 counter when you turn it face up, or when you turn them face up. I have then Get Out and Fear of Isolation as ways to pick up, let's say you manifested something strong. And then I have 2 Beasties, Underwater Tunnel, and Growing Dread and Manifest Dread, all as ways to manifest. Then I have a Thresher, which is just kind of a good rate card here. Here we've got black-white and black or white-blue lands. I guess I'll just say its name. Mill 3, return a creature or land from your hand. Sure, it's not too bad. If I got 3 of these and got Altanac, I could get something. Wow, someone could have had a nice Delirium deck. I guess I'll take Twist Reality. This card seems solid too. Yes, Jules? She's manifesting scratches. All right. So, could use, more cheap cards generally? I'll take the long neck. Maybe I'll play that, maybe I won't. Dagger Maw. All right, got a lot of playables. Not that that's usually the issue. I even have some decent interaction, right? I've got a Twist Reality and Bottomless Pool. Could use more of that. That definitely would be nice. All right, time for pack 2. Let's go. Funeral Room Awakening Hall. Oh, wow. This card seems really strong. Not, I think I'm going to take, but pretty cool. And then Vile Mutilator is good. So just all black cards. There's a Greenhouse. So I could take this and be a lot of colors. I'd almost rather just take Funeral Room at that point. That's at least a payoff. Because if you have this in play, the first, you just cast it as Funeral Room, and then you're gaining life when your creatures die. So you live long enough to cast Awakening Hall and then just go nuts. Seems like a great build around. What else would I take here? Moldering Gym? No. Greenhouse? No. All right, I'll take Funeral Room. I'm not happy about that, but we'll see where we go. Wow, these packs are not ideal. I guess I could take like Horrid Vigor, a Slavering Branch Snapper, a second Get Out. Well, a second Get Out actually could be okay. A Fear of Exposure is basically a 5-mana, 5/4 trample. That's just okay. It's not great. I'll take Get Out and be, again, very, very unhappy with this. And okay, at least I got a Spine Seeker Centipede. This is a 3-mana 2/1 and goes and gets a land, and also Delirium. It becomes a 3/3 Vigilance. I like that better than the Creeping Peeper. This is not bad too. Cast enchantment spell, unlock a door, turn a permanent face up. Though, actually, hold on. No. Spine Seeker Centipede is just really good. So let's just take that. Attack in the Box. Dashing Bloodsucker. These are all fine cards, but nothing I really want. I guess I could take Vanish from Sight, or I can just take a medium 2-drop. This is a grim pack for me. I guess I'll take Vanish from Sight. And here, okay, Tunnel Surveyor is at least like an okay card. Beastie Beatdown is pretty good, but not really for me. There's also a Bashful Beastie, but I think the third one of those is just not that relevant. Wow. Couldn't really construct a worse first 5 picks out of this pack. A card I'm not going to play, and then some extremely mediocre cards, but I guess that's just the packs. I'm not sure. Here, could take a Fear of Failed Tests. Researcher. Monstrous Emergence is pretty good. It's a nice bite spell, and you can work from hand or in play. All right, I'll take that. Stocked Researcher also is not that bad because it's a cheap thing to flip up when you manifest it. 2 names in the same pack. I think I'm going to take Cathartic Parting. I actually, for the last time I played this, I'm like, just a great main deck card, so happy to take that. Okay. Well, I don't really know what happened to this pack. It's not like I even passed that much blue, and I don't think blue is all even that great. But, we've got a deck going into pack 3. If I can pick up some more Growing Dreads, maybe we got something. And then this pack has 5 cards I would play. All right. So 3-mana Sorcery, Manifest Dread, and get a permanent from graveyard to your hand. Yeah, I'm in for that. Meat Locker, I think, is also pretty good. Underwater Tunnel, solid. Flesh Border's good. Moldering Gym's okay. Yeah, all right. Well, you know what? Sometimes that's the way it goes. Guess I'll take another Moldering Gym here. It's also Unable to Scream, but I'll take the Gym. And I suppose I'll take an Apparition, or maybe Peer Past the Veil. I could splash that. Don't think I'll be doing that. All right, so pack 3's got to be a lot better for us to have a good chance here. I also could use more creatures. Manifest Dread doesn't actually work as well when you don't have a lot of creatures. Oh, okay, here we go. 3-mana, 2/3 Vigilance, and then whenever you flip something up, this gets a +1/+1. And there's also 5-mana 4/4, but I have a bunch of 5s already, or a couple of 5s already, so I think I'll take that. All right, let's... maybe I'll play Moldering Gym. All right, I skipped the last couple of packs because I got a spam call, and it ended up the packs were nothing. But let's get to pack 3. We did open a good rare. 3 mana, 3/3 Vigilance, and all your creatures get to tap for mana. And when this dies, it comes back. This card's incredible because, first of all, you play it. If you have creatures in play, they immediately can tap. And then you just have this ability basically the rest of the game. Obviously, if you get hits by a Cathartic Reunion or something, or Parting, it's gone. But for the most part, it won't go away. So slamming Enduring Vitality, and honestly, my goal is just to get as many creatures as possible. That's why I didn't want to take things like Vanish from sight. When you manifest, you want to put a creature under it. So let's try to get some good creatures, huh? Like Flesh Burrower. I do like this card. 2 mana, 2/2 Death Touch is already good. And when it attacks, it gives another thing Death Touch. Let's see. Huh, this is a good card too. Wow. But I'm just going to try to get as many creatures into my deck as possible. Let's take Burrower over to second Cathartic Parting, I think. Oh, man. Kona, Rescue BC? Now we're talking. 4 mana, 4/3, and then if it survives an attack, you get to just drop a permanent into play? Yeah, I'm taking that. Overgrown Zealot also looks good. I would have loved to take that card, but I feel like Kona. Also, if it's a manifest, you can attack and then flip it up. Bam. Stay Hidden, Stay Silent is very good. So I think I'm going to take that, even though I'm trying to maximize creature count. There's also a Cryptid Inspector that's probably going to wheel. So this looks good. Okay, so now let's start cutting the non-creature spells that I don't think I'm going to want. Well, I don't know if I'm going to want Fear of Failed Tests, but we'll keep it in for now. Okay, the Moldering Gym looks a little suspect. Say Its Name actually might not be good here because I'm not trying to get to Delirium or anything like that. I have way too many cards. Cautious Survivor is also bad. This unlocks rooms. Yeah, I'm not super into that. I think I'd rather just take Cryptid Inspector over Tunnel Surveyor. I don't even really want Tunnel Surveyor. ETBs aren't really what you want in your Manifest deck. And Grasping Longneck is fine, but not exciting. Under the Skin's good. Kona's good. Kona, oh man, that makes me want to play like, yeah, Dagger Maul. Oh, Kona could just put Awakening Hall into play. That is something, but I don't think that's the direction I'm going to go. Okay, I'm liking the look of this a little bit more. Oh. Put that into play with Kona? Yeah, all right. I want to try Duskmourn's Domination, and I think I'm going to get a bunch of Cryptid Inspectors anyway. I have 2. I'm probably going to get 1 or 2 more out of this pack. So, all right, I like where I'm at. And here, 2 more Land Cyclers. Yeah, I'll take a Branch Snapper because that's another thing to do with Kona, and it's just, I think, kind of good. Fear of Falling is also not too bad. When it attacks, it gives a creature -2/-7, lose flying until your next turn, so it does a pretty good job of stopping them from attacking back. So I guess Fear of Failed Tests I can probably cut. I don't really have a way to make that unblockable or anything. So this is still probably 2 cards over because I'm probably going to aim for 16 land plus Branch Snapper plus Megalodon. So kind of like 16 plus 2 Land Cyclers, which means I need to cut 1 card. I do have 2 Get Outs. Oh, I can probably cut Twist Reality. Loved second picking a Get Out that I just was sure I wasn't going to really need, but you know. Here we are. So I have 14 creatures. I have a bunch of enchantments as well. Oh, the Cathartic Parting came back. I don't know that I would want a main deck 2. I don't want Glimmerburst, I don't think. Though Glimmerburst is really nice with Enduring Vitality. Should I consider that? No, I'll take Cryptic Parting. I feel like I've got enough gas here. Oh, Enter the Enigma plus Fear of Failed Tests is pretty good, but I'd rather just probably play neither of those cards. And then Cryptid Inspector came back. What does Rip do, by the way? I see. So if it survives, you get to maybe draw a card. Yeah, I'll take another Cryptid Inspector. Okay. I'm not sure that the Dread part of this deck is even, like, great, but because in terms of payoffs, I got Growing Dread. I think that's basically it. I mean, I got the Cryptid Inspectors, I guess, but that's not really a build around. That's more of a like, hey, it's nice that this synergy happened. But okay, so let's go like this, and I still need to cut 3. I like Bottomless Pool. I guess if I have Get Out, I mean, I could also just cut one of the Get Outs, cut a Cathartic Parting. And how many ways do I have to manifest here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Grasping Longneck can go for sure. I'm going to put the Fear of Falling back in. That wasn't 5, 6, 7. 7 ways to manifest dread. All right. That doesn't even sound like a great amount, but you know what? Let's just see how this goes, shall we? I'm not super loving this one, but I didn't like my last deck and it ended up playing out awesome. So yeah, we'll have to see, right? All right. Round 1. Let's go. Playing against, I think that's Mabel from Bloomborough. I'm on the play. All right. I mean, turn 2, Flesh Burrower. Turn 3, maybe cast Fear of Isolation. No, now that I've drawn the blue, I can turn 3 just leave up, get out, and then have like a turn 4 Fear of Isolation, something like that. No, Overgrown Zealot's pretty good. All right, I do need to start drawing spells. Here's where I wish I had Glimmer Burst in my deck, right? Mm-hmm. And drawing some rooms would be good. Rooms are kind of beefy spells. Like they add a lot of, they give you a lot of things to cast with your mana. I assume they're going to play something here. Overgrown Zealot is great, but I think the Bounty, my version of that is pretty good too. All right, counter whatever you play. I don't think I can't really imagine anything they could play that I wouldn't just counter here. Do I think I have the, oh, that? No, actually, that's actually slightly weak enough that I'm okay with it. Oh, stay hidden, stay silent. All right, that seems nice. I get to hide that thing. Okay. And then pass the turn. It's funny because later maybe I'll probably just pay the 6 on that, but later if I haven't done that yet, I could Fear of Isolation, return that, and put it on something bigger. Like it's good to lock down the mana dork for now, and then later maybe not. Yeah, I'll take 2. That's fine. It looks like I have the counter unless they pay 2, which if they try to play around that by slow playing and then I just get to use Get Out anyway, it would be pretty nice. Fear of Exposure. Yeah, that one I will counter. Okay, well, saving it worked, though. I guess I'll play Fear of Isolation and just return the Flesh Burrower. Because next turn I'm going to want to use just pay the 6 on Stay Hidden. If I draw like one more land the next couple of cards, I think I'm in a lot of trouble. If I can draw a couple spells in a row, then we're talking. All right, Monstrous Emergence is a start. So let's start by Stay Hidden here. Manifesting that. And no, let's not attack with the Flesh Burrower. That's probably just going to block their Bashful Beastie. Let them get their manifest. It's not like I can stop that. And then next turn I can flip mine and use Monstrous Emergence, which is pretty good. Oh, the cool thing about Monstrous Emergence too is it's an additional cost. So you don't end up, they don't have a way to kill your creature in response to stop the fight or the bite from happening, which is pretty neat. Okay. Oh, Enduring Vitality. That's pretty nice. So let's go Enduring Vitality. And just attack for 2. And then I'm going to flip. And then I can flip the beast. Oh, man. That's bad. Okay. Oh, they tapped that one. That's interesting. I was much more worried they'd tap my Bashful Beastie, but we'll see what they do. I guess this lets them attack with Tunnel Surveyor if they think there's an open lane for it. This card is just obscene, though. Block. They should just pass. I guess that's a reason not to pass, sure. All right, I'll flip my beast. And now I'm just dead. They just drew 3 cards off their Enduring Curiosity. Well, they just played 2 great cards in a row. That's going to make things a lot harder. Oh, I do have Delirium? Okay. So let's manifest then. I mean, I'm still going to lose. I can kill their Enduring Curiosity, and I just don't even think it's going to matter. Once they've drawn 3 cards here. Oh, and they can Flood Pitch Drowner if they want to shuffle something back. All right. I would like to attack with that. If I kill their Enduring Curiosity and attack... Oh, man, if I kill their Enduring Curiosity, it just comes back. No, we're done here. All right. We got massacred. All right. Time for round 2. If I get shellacked too quickly, it'll be a double draft day, but I'm not rooting for that. Oh, this hand's much better. Look, 2-drop, 3-drop, 6, 4-drop, and then a 5-drop to put into play with Kona if it gets through. I'm in for that. Maybe Kona's a reason to play the make a creature unblockable, draw a card, but I don't think so. Oh yeah, this hand looks legit. Oh, and they didn't have a 2. It's kind of a gift whenever they don't have a 2-drop, you know. Just the default is that, well, they did still. All right. Fair enough. I thought, I didn't think I was going to get away that easily. Okay, a little Obzon action here. Thanks to Terramorphic Expanse. Look at the top 4. Put 1 in your hand, the rest in the graveyard, lose 3. Oh, gain 3. Okay. I thought this card was really bad, but no, gain 3 makes a lot of sense. Let's play the Centipede. Wow, so they're just straight up Obzon, it looks like. Let's see what they've got. They got cooking there, huh? A 3-4 for 4. That's not too big of a deal. I guess I play Kona. I don't have a way to get it through yet, but it also means they can't really attack without there being some risk involved. So, or they just kill it. That's also fine. Yeah, they're going to spend 4, kill it. Tap land, attack me. All right, I'll just play Bashful Beastie. I guess I could just play... No, I'll just play Bashful Beastie. Fear of Flying is fine, but it's early. They might have another removal spell. Let's just lead with the card that I don't mind them killing. I just have all bangers in hand. I'm just going to cast a 6-drop and then a 5-drop and then a 4-drop, and maybe that'll be good. They got their Plane Cycling Flyer back. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I still get to attack with this thing. And then I'm just going to slam a Dagger Maw. Does it have Vigilance or anything? No, just flying. All right. They get the Finality counter, I see. That's smart. That way there's no... you just get the same thing back over and over again. What else do they have? Oh, they're flashing it back on the 2/2 Death Toucher. Okay, so I might not attack with the Megalodon. And then I can play Fear of Falling. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. Then I play this. It's not the most efficient. I could have played these 2, but this blanks their 2/2 Death Toucher if it gets through. Oh, geez. Okay. So I lose 2 life. They gain 2 and they drew a card. And it's a 5/5 Death Touch. Hey, okay. Not loving this scenario. Yeah, I'll take it. I definitely can't block that. If I draw a way to kill that thing... Yeah. Well, I guess I can do this still. And make their Flesh Burrower small. And then they either have to... They're taking 4 down to 9, and then they have to either do some chumps or trade Shroud Stomper for something. And then post-combat, I probably go Wickerfolk Thresher Cryptid Inspector. And I've got a bunch of blockers for the Stomper. Okay, they're just going to trade off. Yeah, that's fine with me. They go to 4. Fear of Falling, no joke. It's a good card. I might actually Thresher and then under the skin back the Megalodon if this is what they do. I'm certainly going to play the Thresher. 2-3 Vigilance now or Megalodon in hand. There's also Kona. I don't care about that. All right. Manifest Dread. Oh, that's funny. You can manifest, like I'll manifest this and then I can bounce and I can get back the Growing Dread. Huh. That is cute, but I'm still just going to take the Megalodon. Let me tell you, I would not first pick this card again, I don't think. We'll see how things progress, but I have thus far been not the most impressed by the manifest stuff. They can't even really attack back with their Flesh Burrower. Ugh. That I'm not going to beat, I don't think. They just put me to 2 here. Well, they don't even run that big of a risk, honestly. Because if they put me to 2, Fear of Falling can, again, shrink Flesh Burrower, but that doesn't kill them. They're at 6, and they still block. Well, yeah, no, they have another. I guess if I draw a way to get something through, like if I draw a removal, if they attack and I draw a removal spell, then maybe I got something. If they have another play this turn, it's almost certainly over. I have sorcery, right? I have sorcery, enchantment, creature. I'm trying to think if I drew the like bite spell. So I go to 1. Oh, they have another card to play. Oy. It's gonna be a fast one here. Yeah, that wasn't anything. I can't flip this. That blocks that. It's funny. This can make... It's hard to block this, but Reach can actually still block it because you can make it lose flying. It doesn't have flying. Take that. I mean, 1 creature gets through. They don't have to block with the Stomper. All right. Our draw was good that game. 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, 6-drop. And like pretty... And then I could have played a 4 plus a 3 on turn 7, but I just played another 5. And then I played a 4 plus a 3. You know what? I'm just going to draft again. Let's just do it. You get to... That was a misfire. We're going to mulligan that one. Even if I win, none of those games did my deck feel remotely playable. So, like, even that game is just like, I was just casting creatures with not very complementary abilities. I was just playing creatures, playing 4-mana 4/4s. Let's do a little better next time. All right. Welcome to another Duskmourn draft. Who? I didn't hear anything about the first one. How did that go? What do we got? I'm not taking Central Elevator. This is like a funny alternate win with a bunch of rooms, whatever. Glimmer Seeker. At the beginning of your second main phase, if it's tapped, draw a card if you control a Glimmer. If you don't make a Glimmer, 3-mana 3/3. Okay, that's great. Under the Skin is fine. Gremlin Tamer. 2-mana 2/2 makes a 1/1 red gremlin every time you make an enchantment or a room. And then Skin Ripper, a 3/2 menace for 3, lets you sack things to get +++ counters and nug things. Okay. I think both Skin Ripper and Gremlin Tamer are pretty good, but Glimmer Seeker also seems pretty solid. Though I guess you have to make your 3-mana 3/3 survive, but if it does, you draw. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, I'm going to take that. It's a monocolored card too, so I think I'd rather start that. Oh, look at this. This card's awesome. 2 mana, gives a creature +1/+0, lifelink and ward 2, and it kind of like banishing lights one of their creatures or non-land permanents even. All right, well, that's the card I want to take. Passing on a Drag to the Roots, Violent Urge, Trapped in the Screen. And all right, well, I'm glad I first picked the white card, and then the best card in the pack was another white card. That helps. 4-mana 3/4. Oh, and this gets back a creature with mana value 3 or less. Okay. Picking up what you're putting down here. Miasma Demon, I think, is also quite good, but I don't see a reason to take a 6-drop in black when I could just take a Savior of the Small. There's also Grand Entryway, which I think does lead to some pretty nice draws. 2 mana, make a 1/1, and then unlock to make 2 counters. I mean, it's also nice with Glimmer Seeker. If you can cast that first, then this just all starts by drawing you cards. But I think I'll just take Savior and then try to build a Survivor deck here. Some combat tricks, some removal spells, protection stuff. Yeah, that sounds good. And then here we've got Cult Healer. Yeah, that's not so great. There's a black-white land. There's also Vile Mutilator. So this is 7 mana, 6/5 flying trample. You do have to sack a creature enchantment to cast it, but then they sack a non-token enchantment and then a non-token creature. Card is pretty strong. Black-white is the Reanimator color. It doesn't really work so well with the cards I have. There's also Fear of Isolation, which I think is a good card. I don't want to take Derelict Addict or the Appendage Amalgam or whatever. I mean, I think taking the Vile Mutilator is better than taking the black-white land. I don't want to take Cult Healer. That card seems too weak, but I'm also debating whether to take Fear of Isolation, which also doesn't really go with these things. All right, let's just take the Mutilator. Maybe we'll get some Ritual of the Moth. That's the black-white Unburial Rates, reanimate twice. Or maybe it doesn't work out, and that's fine too. Yeah, but now there's a Miasma Demon, and that card is also pretty good. But the Winner's Intervention, deal 2, gain 2 is pretty nice to try to get these things through. So the problem with this is by the time you cast it, how many cards you have in your hand? Well, making them into Disfigures, I don't know, that still seems pretty good. And it's a 5/4 flyer. Okay, well, let's go this direction. So here we have 1 mana, 1/1 that dies to 1 damage to any target and gain a life. I think that's pretty good. I might just take Grand Entryway and then maybe these just 2 giant black demon cards, I just don't end up playing them. Or I could take Possessed Goat and you can discard a card to make it a 4/4 and then it helps set up the reanimate stuff. I think Grand Entryway is pretty good in an aggressive deck. I still think these cards are a little better. I'm going to take Grand Entryway and see. There's a pretty good chance I don't want to play either of these cards and I can just low curve white, but we'll see. It's hard to pick a lane here. I just think that the package I have for attacking is a little bit better, and the Possessed Goat seems like mostly a worst card, though obviously in the right deck it's still decent. And then here we've got, see, look, like Hardened Duskmourn. 3 mana, 2/4, and gives another creature a +1/+1 indestructible when it attacks. So clearly what you do is you attack with that and Glimmer Seeker, make it indestructible. They trade off for this and you get to Glimmer Seeker. There's also 5 mana, 4/4, tap creature, stun it. I like both of those a lot more than any of the, there's no Reanimator cards here anyway. Which one is better? I think I'll take the Hardened Duskmourn. I don't know. I feel like I would want, like, if I want one of each or something. Resurrected Cultist. Ooh, I could take Enter the Enigma, because I don't really have a reason to be black besides those 2 giant creatures. What if I just take this? Target creature can't be blocked this turn, draw a card. That's great at enabling your survival stuff. So, all right. I like that. And then another one of these. Yeah, there's also get a creature back, gain 3. So that's the Reanimator thing. You know what? I'm going to take Enter the Enigma and then go this direction. I just kind of feel this is a better path to go down. And here there's a Land Cycler, which is fine. Counter unless they pay 2, and then Surveil if they pay. Given Defiance. The art on this is really weird. This does not look as high quality as a lot of Magic cards. Let's just say that. Like, look at these 2 cards side by side. Huh. All right, I'll take Don't Make a Sound, I think. Barely did. There's also, ooh, I like Friendly Ghost. Gives a creature +2/+4 until in a turn when you on ETB, so that'll help you get through, and then Vanish from sight. All right, Blue-White Tempo, let's go. This seems like a good place to be. Here, Duskmourn's Domination's a little expensive, but I'll just take it anyway, we'll see. Unstoppable Slasher. This card is sweet, but I don't think that's where I'm in. Oh, there's Gremlin Tamer, another one of these, and Ethereal Armor. Do I have any enchantments yet? I have 3. I have Sheltered by Ghosts, Grand Entry, and then Duskmourn's Domination. I would like to wheel Ethereal Armor if I can get it. I think I'll take the Gremlin Tamer. This card seems... It's also 2 mana 2/2. Like that, this seems like a good spec. Plus, if Ethereal Armor is going to be good in my deck, I imagine Gremlin Tamer would be. So maybe Ethereal Armor is awesome, and I'll regret not taking it. But I think they both seem pretty good. This isn't really what I want at all. I don't think I want the mill card. 4 mana 2/2 that manifests dread. I don't really want any of these. There's the right of them off, but we've moved past that. I might just take this. The Shepherding Spirits is a land cycler. That's fine. It's not great, but I don't think I want to take the Scrabbling Skullcrab. I don't think that's the direction I'm going. And I don't think Slimy Aquarium is... I guess it's an enchantment. Yeah, all right, fine. I'll take this because maybe I'll end up with a few more enchantments. Here's another Friendly Ghost, another Miasma Demon. There's Orphans of the Wheat. So 2 mana 2/1, and then later in the game you can tap other creatures to make it bigger when you attack. There's a bunch of manifest cards, but saw what happened there. There's also just a blue-white duel. I have plenty of playables. Just take the duel. I like making my mana better. And here, oh, another grand entryway. Okay, I like that. The Gremlin Tamer's looking nice. And could use more cheap creatures, basically. Here we've got Dazzling Theater. Makes your creatures have Convoke, and then you untap all your creatures. Oh, I'm going to take another Glimmer Seeker, though. That sounds great. There's also Hardened Escort and Tunnel Surveyor, both of which I'd be interested in, and Unable to Scream even, but Glimmer Seeker looks really good here. Yeah, I like the start. This is feeling like it's got some potential. And here, oh, Shard Mage's Rescue. So it gives creature hexproof, +1/+1, hexproof this turn and +1/+1, and it's an enchantment. Yeah. Jump Scare I think is also good. +2/+2 flying becomes an enchantment, but I think that the rescue is going to be quite strong. And then I think I would rather have Glimmer Burst over Twist Reality, though I'm not like the most stoked about either. Ooh, another grand entryway. I'm a little worried that, well, these things fuel themselves. I was going to say I'm a little worried I have too many of these and not enough creatures, but these also count as 2-drops, kind of. They make a 1/1. Meat Locker I do like, but you know what? I'm just going to keep taking grand entryways. I feel like just going... Like, I would play almost any 1 or 2 mana creature at this point if I can pick up some more. Duskmourn's Domination is not looking like the most appealing. Ethereal Armor came back. I'm so glad. That seems great in this deck, too. I don't really like any of these, but Unsettling Twins, putting 2 creatures into play might just be good for this deck. I don't think the Land Cycler is looking good. Land Cyclers even get worse in a low curve deck that wants to spend its mana early and doesn't really even want to get to 6 lands all that often. No one else wants any of these manifest cards either. All right, well, that's fine. We can all pass on them. I mean... I'm pretty happy about the Glimmer Seekers I got, but I would probably trade one for a Gremlin Tamer at this point. The Gremlin Tamer looks incredible here. And so do they enter the Enigmas with the Ethereal Armor? Oh man, another Growing Dread. Maybe I should have just passed that one. Maybe that was too mean. No one's going to play it at this point. If you were going to play it, you would have taken it. All right, now I'm not even going to bother. You had your chance. All right, pack 3 time. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, get in there. What do we got? The Mind Skinner. Not for me so much. 3 mana 10/1 can't be blocked. All your stuff mills. Oh, Surgical Suite. Oh, this looks really good. You get a creature with 3 mana or less back, which is all my creatures. And the Hospital Room giving a +1/+1 counter on an attacking creature. I'm in for that. That works for me. And here, Keys to the House. Lock or unlock door. That's funny. Yeah, this is beating. There's no cards I want. I guess I'll just take a Vanish from Sight or a Friendly Ghost. Yeah, Friendly Ghost seems like it's probably fine. I already have a Vanish from Sight anyway. Oh, Sheltered by Ghost. That I will take. And then Fear of Surveillance, Wheeling would be really nice. Or Stalk Researcher. This card's just a 2 mana 3/3 in my deck. But Sheltered by Ghost is a incredible card, so I'm very happy taking that. Also, Sheltered by Ghosts with Shard Mage's Rescue, really good combo, because they're going to try to kill that as fast as they can. Oh, Acrobatic Cheerleader, this is exactly what I'm looking for. 2 mana 2/2, and it's going to get flying. I think Stalked Researcher is more likely to wheel. I'm hoping at least one of those does. If they both do, I'll be super happy. What am I cutting at this point? I mean, I guess I'd rather not play the Unsettling Twins. These are all cheap cards. I like that. Don't Make a Sound also looks like not what this deck wants. I'm just not. And same with Glimmerburst I might want. We'll see. But all right, let's just cut those for now. Here we've got Underwater Tunnel, but no, we've got a Piranha Fly. 2 mana, 2/1 flying. He enters tapped is fine. This is a really good card to put a bunch of +1/+1 counters and enchantments on, and that is exactly what I will be doing. Leyline of Hope. No. Ooh. Tunnel Surveyor is a nice way to get a bunch of creatures into play. All right, I'm in for that. All right, now we're at 17. If I can get those 2 2-mana 3/3s back, then I'll honestly just consider it, done. To cut the Glimmerburst, I'm just going to cut in anticipation. And honestly, I've got like 2 Sheltered by Ghosts and a Vanish from Sight, so I have some good interaction. I'm feeling good about this. Okay, do I want another Hardened Escort? No, I've definitely want to land here, especially if this is just straight up Tundra. Taps for a white and then taps for a blue if you have a Plains or Island. So it enters untapped. It's just going to be a Tundra. And another land. Nice. I don't really want to kill a tapped creature because this deck is going to be... All their creatures will be untapped because I will be attacking them and they will not be attacking me, is kind of my assumption. Oh, poor Growing from Dreads. I guess I'll take another Vanish from Sight. I'm not going to play it at this point. I have room for 1 more card, maybe 2. All right, can I get some of those 2 mana 3/3s, the Stalked Researchers or whatever it is? This Underwater Tunnel I also would not mind cutting, so let's do that. How many enchantments do I have? 8 is a pretty good amount, but then you also have to count the Gremlin Tamer makes not enchantments, but Glimmer Seekers make enchantments. Tunnel Surveyor makes an enchantment. Savior could bring one back. That's not quite the same. Oh, this also makes an extra enchantment, so these count as 2 each. Well, Fear of Surveillance, I'll take that. And then another Duskmourn's Domination, and it looks like I'm not getting any of my 3/3s back. That's fine. So this is 22 cards. This is 18 land. I'm definitely not going to play 18 land, but let me see what I want to add back in. Shouldn't be hard to find another card to slot in. Glimmerburst? Glimmerburst solid. Could just be another Vanish from Sight. That's probably better. I could also play 16 land because I have double Enter the Enigma and such a low curve. But I do have a good amount of ways to spend mana. I have all these duels though. Yeah, I should just play... Because I have 10 white and 9 blue. Like, that's great. So let's... I don't think the 3rd Vanish from Sight is quite what I want. I guess these all cost 4, huh? Oh, that makes me a little bit less excited. But I actually do think this is a 16 land deck. Maybe actually it's Don't Make a Sound. I bet my curve's low enough I could have games where I just on turn 4 play a 2-drop and then Don't Make a Sound, their 2-drop. All right, I'll try that. All right, let's battle some Froggerto here. Okay, the second Campground might be a little annoying here, but I don't actually have a 2-drop, so it doesn't currently look like it's going to cost me. I get to just play them on turns 1 and 2, and then play a Glimmer Seeker into Friendly Ghost, really nice combo, and then I have 2 ways to get it through. All right, yeah, good plan. Let's see what they're up to. I will keep Possessed Goat. All right. I haven't drawn too many of my low drops, but hopefully that doesn't cause too much of an issue. Okay, they didn't have a play this turn, so that makes it nicer. I don't think I want to cycle this. Maybe I should have, actually. Well, I didn't really think about it. It's such a good combo with Glimmer Seeker. But if I draw my 4th land, then the Friendly Ghosts are good too. Yeah, I do have Sheltered by Ghosts anyway to play on the next turn if I need to. Oh, or to getting in there? Possessed Goat? Yeah, it's getting in there. Okay, that's fair. No, it's not. Debate me, cowards. Why didn't you attack for 4? If they have a good play this turn, obviously it makes sense not to, but I don't know. That seems plain scared. All right, well, we drew our land. We've got a Glimmer Seeker. I would like them to discard to the goat because I have multiple ways to deal with it. Oh, if you're discarding now, that's, like I said, playing scared here. All right, so they have a 4/4. They've got to either kill or leave a blocker for a Glimmer Seeker, most likely. Okay. So it's a 4/4, and at the beginning of your second main, if it's tapped, you reveal top card X, where X is its power, and put any number of creature or vehicle cards with different powers among them into your hand. And then they just passed. Let's... I mean, isn't that just great to play? Let's go Glimmer Seeker, Sheltered by Ghosts. Get Rip out of here. Attack for 4, and then second main, I get to make a token. And then now I can friendly ghost up the Glimmer Seeker. I mean, if they have Scorching Dragonfire or any like 2 or 3 mana way to kill it, then it works. Oh. 5 mana, X equals 2. Manifest Dread twice, and then put 2. Wow. So 5 mana for 2 4/4s? Jeez, okay. That's no joke. All right. Usually Friendly Ghost is going to be good enough to get this thing through, but I guess not. I don't have any creatures in my graveyard. I could play Savior of the Small. It doesn't really do that much. That's crazy. All right, let's pass the turn. I'm going to banish from sight, probably the Possessed Goat. But, wow, 5 mana for 2 4/4s or 7 mana for 3 5/5s. Yeah, that card's sick. I'll just block one of them. And vanish from sight on Possessed Goat here. I assume they're going to put it on the bottom. Don't really want to draw that. Can't imagine they want to draw that card again. Oh yeah, I'll take another Sheltered by Ghosts. Might not be able to play it this turn, most likely, but we'll see what they do. Hopefully this Glimmer Seeker can attack. I mean, Lifelink is a pretty big game. Untap each other creature. Wow. All right, well, they're making my life pretty hard. Let's go Fear of Surveillance plus... I mean, I guess I could play this, but again, I just kind of want to get an attack in if I do that. Play a 3/4. If I put the second one on the Glimmer Seeker, it has Ward 4. That's pretty good. Let's just do that. And then it's just random which one I exiled. Oh man, I got that. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to hit a spell because then it wouldn't return to the battlefield when this thing died. But okay, 3/2. They didn't attack me? It's kind of wild too. And I think I'm just going to play this, and I can't attack with the Glimmer Seeker, but I can attack with the Fear of Surveillance. And I guess I need one more way to get something through. I guess maybe it would have been nice to save the second Sheltered for the Friendly Ghost, because a Lifelink Flyer is good, but really what I want to draw is another Enter the Enigma. That would be sick. I really hope I don't draw the Mana Leak. Just going to double block. I don't care what happens to my ghost here. And I'll just trade the Fear of Surveillance for it. If they have a trick, maybe I still kill their thing now. Now they don't have to play a trick. They can just trade their 3/2 for my 2/2, but I'm also fine with that. If I just blocked with the 2/4 and then they had a trick, it's really bad for me, so didn't seem like the plan. They're flipping this to give all their creatures Convoke. Oh, Hardened Escort is really nice. I could also take the risk. Yeah, I'm just going to take the risk of just playing Friendly Ghost, making Glimmer Seeker a 6/7. Because if they had a +3 attack trick, I feel like they would have cast it on that last combat. It would have made sense to do so. So I feel like it's not likely that their last card is a deal, is 3 points. No, it's not. Okay, great. I don't care. They can kill the friendly ghost because I get a 7-point lifelink hit and I get a glimmer out of it. They're at 5 now. Okay. Now I think we're doing fine. Yep, that's the card. Let's just attack for 2. And then I just play Hardened Escort because next turn I throw that away to make the Glimmer Seeker indestructible. Or I guess I could also just have the friendly ghost attack for 3, but all right. Looks like that did it. Oof. Sheltered by Ghosts. What a card, huh? All right. Battle another Ajani here. A lot of Ajanis because people don't switch their default profile. Oh, here we go. Look at this hand. Turn 2 Gremlin Tamer, turn 3 Glimmer Seeker, and then enter the Enigma to make this unblockable, and then make a Glimmer plus a Gremlin, and play a Tunnel Surveyor and make another Gremlin. Oh, I could even play this first, make a Gremlin, and then I could even decide. I can play the Tunnel Surveyor first before attacking with the Glimmer Seeker. Then this just draws a card. Or I could pass on drawing a card and make a Glimmer plus a Gremlin. Usually you'd want a card, but you'd want a card over a 1/1, but I might want 2 1/1s over a card, especially if I'm putting a ton of 1/1s into play. This is actually an interesting decision as well. No, it's got to be Gremlin Tamer. On the one hand, like playing this risks it a little bit, but this is also a really good card. Oh man, another Glimmer Seeker. This is going to be nuts. No, they have a way to counter this? Damn. Okay. Well, my hand is still very good, but that's disappointing. Now they're going to kill my Gremlin Tamer. No, they did not do that. All right. Let's go. Let's just play Glimmer Seeker and pass and just set that up for next turn. Really hope they don't kill either of my creatures. Just play some room. That's what you're doing, right? Yeah, play like a room creature. That's totally fine. So now, do I want 2 1/1s or a card? Either way, I'm getting 2 1/1s. So I want 2 more 1/1s or a card. I think I want a card. What I can do is I can cast this on Glimmer Seeker and draw. Yeah, I definitely want a card. So I'm going to attack with the Glimmer Seeker. Oh, I did it the wrong way anyway. After all that, I think it was pretty close, but it is funny that I was like, which one do I want? And then it's just like, well, let's just do it the other way. Maybe this was better, honestly, because then I can just attack with everything. If they Pyroclasm, I'm going to be a lot less happy with it. Next turn. And I even played my land before attacking or drawing a card. Nice. Good sequencing. Next turn, I guess I just attack with everything. We'll see. They can go Keybearer blocks Glimmer Seeker. Tamer gets blocked there and they take 6. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I can even play Fear of Surveillance first. Oh, they're going to nug the Glimmer Seeker. Oh, they nug the Gremlin Tamer. And they're attacking with that? Whoa, attacking there is kind of illegal. All right. Oh, it makes their thing a 4/4. Never mind. Good call. Oh, oof. Let's make this thing unblockable again. And I can throw away Survivor for 4 damage. Yeah, that's actually fine. No, it was a good attack on their part, for sure. But, okay, it actually, I think, worked out better to make 2 1/1s the way this game is going, because now I'm just completely spamming the board. Obviously, I'm not playing around a removal spell. And I made my Abandoned Campground an untapped land. Okay, they played a Fear of Falling. They're going to pass. Any card here, I assume, wins me the game. Yes, let's go. Grand Entryway. Make a Glimmer. Unlock this. Put a counter on the Glimmer Seeker. And then, let's see, if I think I just put a counter on one of the Gremlins. And then attack with everything. Surveil that away. That just means they have to trade the Rampaging Soul Rager for the Glimmer Seeker. And then they get to eat my 2 things. And then they take 5 down to 3. and they have 2 blockers left, and I have 5 attackers. Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me. Obviously, there's ways this could not work out, but I keep being like one more spell, I think is actually what it's going to take, is my guess. The other thing is I can also just pump the brakes for a second. I don't have to keep attacking. It'll kind of depend on what they play this turn. Because if they play one thing and I draw one thing, I win. If they play one thing and I don't draw one thing, it depends on what thing they play. If they play a blocker, the attack's no good. If they kill my 2/2 and pass, the attack's not that good there either. They played a 2/1. Oh no, they're going to play 2 things this turn? I guess they even get to attack with Fear of Falling. What is this? Mirror Room. Oh, geez, make another Fear of Falling. Oh, man, that was actually really good. And then when it flips, I guess they can double trigger. All right, so now I'm the one who needs something. But this is a sick combo here, so... after all that. Wow, I lost with like one of my best draws I can have. I guess down the stretch, I drew a couple lands, but I mean, I have nothing to complain about. My draw was great, but they did some good room stuff. They played a 3-mana 4/4, and then they flipped a room. I do think I just want another Vanish from Sight over Don't Make a Sound. It feels like that's more what this deck is going to be in for. All right, I still think this deck's quite good. Let's see how this goes. All right. More Johnny's, more grist for the mill. I'm on the play. Could use more creatures here, but turn 2 Cheerleader with... I mean, this is the draw where if I draw Glimmer Seeker, it's game. I get to have double Enigma plus Sheltered by Ghosts. Yeah, any creature, I think this hand becomes really good. I'll probably start cycling some Enter the Enigmas in a second here. Little Glimmer Light there. Oh, perfect, perfect. And my Cheerleader now is a flyer, because they didn't play a 2/2, which is nice. Shunk. I can Sheltered by Ghosts it, make it a 3/2 flying lifelink. They're equipping. That's not the strongest of plays. Oh, there's the Glimmer Seeker. All right. Yeah, it's just attack for 2 in the air, I think. The reason I don't want to trade Tunnel Surveyor for the Glimmer Light is they can then, it's just trading a 2/2 for a 1/1. It lets them put their Glimmer Light somewhere else. I don't really see a benefit to that. If I didn't have the Entered the Enigmas in hand, I might have wanted to do it because it makes more likely Glimmer Seeker gets through. But Glimmer Seeker is going to get through, so I don't really see a reason to make that trade. Yeah, this game looks, I don't want to say over, but it's not looking good. Hold on. What do I want to do? Yeah, I am going to cast Sheltered by Ghost. Though actually, I think I will put it on the Cheerleader here. Exile or Cautious Survivor. And then now... I don't want to attack with the Glimmer. But now I think it's fine. Since it's unlikely they'll play and equip that. I guess I did cost myself 1 point of damage by not trading earlier. But... also, putting the Sheltered by Ghost on here has to be much better because that way they want to kill this, not the Glimmer Seeker. I have 2 really valuable creatures in play. I mean, it's going to be hard for them to do anything here. I don't think any amount of Cautious Survivors are going to do it. I feel like they have the 1 mana +2/+2. Oh, do they have the... they have the other one. Okay. Yeah, the Hexproof, that's fine. That does not bother me. They go to 4 here, and I draw another card. All right. And then I still have Vanish, and I have Enter the Enigma. I mean, we knew that they had a trick, because they didn't equip the Glimmer Light, so that wasn't too hard to figure out. But I'm at 26. I'm ahead on cards. I'm ahead on board. Yeah, I think it's going to be tough to lose this. They do get to gain some life here. And what are they going to play? I guess if they play like a sweeper or something here, and then they get their thing back. Sure. Oh, Unsettling Twins. Manifest some dread. Now are you equipping Glimmerlight? Yeah, now. And then now I just I assume win. Enter the Enigma on Glimmer Seeker. Enter the Enigma is really good when you have 2 Glimmer Seekers in your deck. Boom. All right, easy enough. Acrobatic Cheerleader into Glimmer Seeker with a couple backups. Let's continue. All right. Time for the next round. Playing against... There's so many avatars now. I don't know most of them. When they're all magic cards, I can kind of figure it out. Yeah, I got them all this, unfortunately. It's a nice hand, but 1-land hands usually have good spells because there's 6 spells in them. Oh, baby. I'll keep this. I'm going to put back Enter the Enigma. We're all in on Ethereal Armor here. And Fear of Surveillance, unfortunately, doesn't help you hit your 3rd land drop on time. Oh, they mulled to 5. But I have no concern there. Look at this. Turn 2 Fear of Surveillance. I was hoping to get more of those. Turn 3 Glimmer Seeker. Turn 4 Glimmer Seeker plus Ethereal Armor, the first Glimmer Seeker. Now we are talking. Oh, they're like an enchantment deck. Oh, and they bounce my Fear of Surveillance. Wow, I'm really glad they use that now. They get to attack and they get to mill me for 2. And they milled 2 pieces of garbage. Nice. Glimmer Seeker. Let's seek those glimmers, shall we, friends? They're still on 2 lands over there. No attacks. Let's just go Friendly Ghost. I think that's better than Ethereal Armor here. Less vulnerable to bounce. Now I get to make a Glimmer. I guess the plus side is I could play a second Glimmer Seeker, but that one wasn't getting through. Also, my opponent mulled to 5 and is just completely dead. So there's that. I'll just save. Don't attack with the Glimmer. 5/5 first strike. I mean, my draw would have been good against even like a normal draw, but obviously their mull to 5 get stuck on 2 lands draw. Can't compete at all. I have another Glimmer Seeker, and I have a Shard Mage's Rescue to protect it if I needed to. All right, well, on to next. I wouldn't say it was a good game. I mean, they're being polite. I'm not saying that they did anything wrong, but it's like when I'm the opponent, like if I was the one winning, like if I said good game there, like not to get into that whole rancid good game discourse because it's so unbelievably boring, but it's like, was that a good game? Didn't feel like a very good game. They mulled to 5 and never played a 3rd land. That was one of those games that's not one of the games you play Magic for. Let's just put it that way. All right, let's keep going though. All right. Spike? Johnny, I think is the name of that card. I'm on the play. Ooh, baby. Gremlin Tamer into Grand Entryway. Unfortunately, no 1-drop. But I have a tapped land anyway. Let's go turn 2 Gremlin Tamer. Oh. Well, I'm still going to play the Tamer because I want to get this Grand Entryway into play. But I like it. I might use... Oh, interesting. I don't really want that to survive. So look, I'm still going to enter the Enigma this, I think, to cycle it. And then play Acrobatic Cheerleader. Because the Cheerleader I'll block the House Cartographer with. If they want to use a fight spell or a pump spell to have that, to win that fight, they can. All right. And 2/2 Death Touch, sure. Let's just go Savior. It's actually funny after I've not ended up playing the Grand Entryway yet, but Savior of the Small sets up a really nice attack. Yeah, because now I can Vanish from Sight the Flesh Burrower and attack with Savior and then get back the Cheerleader and play my Abandoned Campground. I get to kind of do it all. And I'm not going to bother attacking with the Gremlin Tamer. That seems like a bad trade. Glimmer Seeker. Yeah, I'll keep Glimmer Seeker on top. Oh, I'm so dumb. That's Surveil, not Scry. I could have surveilled it and got it back with the... Oh, never mind. It goes to your hand. I thought this put it into play. That card's a little worse than I thought. A lot worse than I thought. That would have been sick, though. Now I'm fine doing it this way, I think. I'll probably trade Savior of the Small for the Flesh Burrower here. Okay. Looks a little like Princess Diana to me. What do I want to do here? Do I want to play Grand Entryway? Not really. I'm just going to attack with both. They're going to block Savior. They can't block Gremlin Tamer. And then I go Glimmer Seeker first, so they can't make me pay 2 and counter it. Then the Cheerleader, which they can make me pay 2 and counter if they want. Are they going to flip their face down card? They got to use their mana for something here, right? Oh, Vanish from sight. I'll keep it on top. Not by a lot. Oh, they did not put their card in the graveyard either. Grand Entryway, I think, could be pretty good here. It'll really depend what their next play is. Made a 3/3. And then they get another land. I hope they attack here. They did not. Now, I think I'm going to play this as Elegant Rotunda. And then these both get a counter. And then I just can attack with both. And oh, wow, that's sick. Okay. Now they get to double block. Oh, well, I'm definitely going to kill the new one because the old one has been in play for a while and hasn't flipped. Wait, which one's which? Face turn permanent 1, face turn permanent 3. All right. And they put a creature in the graveyard, so this has to be a real thing. Yeah, it was a Cryptid Inspector. I think. I actually don't know which one was which. All right, well, that was pretty good, but I have a Glimmer Seeker now. I can flip this and make a 1/1. They get to Surveil 2. They've gotten a lot of lands. Threats around every corner seems pretty good. I need to draw a way to get Glimmer Seeker through. Otherwise, I'm in a bit of trouble here. Didn't find that, but do get to make another Glimmer. Well, I guess that's a Gremlin. Alright, draw 2 is pretty bad, and they have so much mana they can leverage that nicely. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble now. I need to find... Sheltered by Ghosts would be pretty sick. I mean, Enter the Enigma would be a draw 2. That'd be awesome. Another friendly Ghost would be okay. We'll see what they do. Okay, they'll kill one of those, and then I guess attack with the other one and make my Glimmer Seeker a 1/1, or 1/3 rather. Yeah, that was the turn where I needed to draw a spell. Last turn it would have been good too, but you know, I drew a Glimmer Seeker, which was fine, but this turn is when I really needed to find a way to get something through. Yeah, all right. On to the next game. Because I couldn't even kill the thing. They're going to get to Manifest Dread again. All right, so what I did like about that game was seeing how good there's all the green, you know, you get a land whenever you Manifest Dread card is. That card's pretty sick. So good info. Maybe that's what a Dread deck wants to look like. All right. Oh, this is the Jund, the like mean guide or whatever. Okay. No Glimmer Seekers or Gremlin Tamers, but it's decent cards. This is like photorealistic. This one at least. That's interesting art. Probably lead Cheerleader on 2 and then Escort on 3, but maybe I could play Piranha Fly. I guess we'll see. Because it depends what they have. They have a 2/2 Menace. I can't block anyway. No, let's just play the Piranha Fly. Because then I'm going to play Escort, and then I can play Friendly Ghost. I just don't need to give this flying. I could just play a flyer. It seems fine. And they get to Rummage. Playing this to Rummage is kind of a rough way to go about it, but... Oh, wow. Does not look like a card they're very close to playing, yeah. Whenever you attack. Whoa. Take 5? All right, well, I'm going to play a 2/4 and hope that's good. I guess playing the 2/2 would have been, well, it wouldn't even really been better. It's not like I want to block the Clockwork Percussionist for Cheerleader here. And then next turn I can play 2 creatures if I need to, because if this is putting me under too much pressure. Or I just play Friendly Ghost, which is nice. We'll see though. I think they did mulligan once this game as well, which does make it even. Oh, they flipped this. Oh, they didn't hit a land. They hit another gremlin and sack a creature enchantment or pay 2. Oh wow. Yeah, these are some good ones. Let's see what we draw here. Oh, they had the land already. Okay. So I could Friendly Ghost. They're going to play this next turn, sacking the Percussionist. There's nothing I can do about that. Then I'm going to play another gremlin and then attack me. I can attack them for 7 this turn. Or I can play 2 creatures. And this is a 3/2 when it attacks, so it doesn't even really seem like it lines up all that well. But playing 2 creatures is definitely better against them dealing 5. But either way, they're killing a 2/4. I think I just play the 2/4. And I think I attack. Maybe I just don't even attack. So I'm trading 3 for 2 here. No, I'm not even trading 3 for 2. I should just attack. Because if I leave both of these back, they just sack this, kill 1. Oh, are they going to block with this? That would be surprising. Yeah, because if I leave them both back, they just sack, kill the Friendly Ghost, and menace past me anyway. So this seems fine. We're going to get to loot again. Yeah, their deck looks strong. Well, the red cards do. The split up does. I mean, split up is strong. If your opponent leaves all their creatures back and then you just cast this, they just lose. Seems like a really good card if you can put pressure on them. But a double white card is rough with the way their draw has panned out, which is why they got to rummage it away, which maybe makes it, a good plan. I do like Painter Studio Defaced Gallery. Like that definitely is good with all these kinds of cards. I mean, you got to play Betrayer's Bargain here. You kind of, they sacked that one? This is, wow. I mean, that's max damage, but wow. All right. That makes me want to just get a bunch of creatures into play. Maybe I should cycle this to see if anything changes. No. All right. Let's play Cheerleader. Let's play the Entryway. I'm just going to attack for 2 here. I don't know. I'm kind of scared of what they have. And I feel like with Grand Entryway and like another Friendly Ghost, I have some good stuff coming. So sacking a 3/2, effectively 3/2 menace instead of your 1/1 that draws you a card when it dies. They tapped all their mountains. Now they can't play that. All right. That card is good, but I'm not too worried here. The gremlin's coming in, huh? And I guess I'll block with the 1/1. If they have +2/+2, this is worse for me. No, this is early access things actually is what's going on here. Let's Friendly Ghost, the Piranha Fly. Attack with these. Make this indestructible. They have to block one of them. I could have pumped one of the other things. I guess they don't have any way to kill it anyway. Whatever. It takes them to 3. They can play a plains until next turn. This flips. I assume we're fine here. I don't think a threaten kills me. Oh, if they have the make 4 gremlins or make 3 gremlins card, I would just die to that card no matter what, I think. Yeah. Because they get to flip that and they're all 3/1s. I guess I would need to leave 1 back. Fair enough. Take 9. All right, well, they snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, where I think a couple things could have been done differently there, but that's all good. I am now done here. Let's take a look at this deck, though. I thought this deck was good. They only went 3/3, but I don't know. The Grand Entryways, Glimmer Seekers, Shelter by Ghosts is awesome. Enter the Enigma was really good with Glimmer Seeker. Tamers obviously were great. The Vanish from Sights were actually pretty good. I wish I had just started the 2 or started the 3. And then Ethereal's Armor and Shard Mage's Rescue. I never really got a chance to use them, but I think they would have been really good here too. So I like this deck. I think this deck probably underperformed a little more than it should have, but I think it had some really good stuff going. All right, that'll do it for today. You got a little double draft day. I'll be back tomorrow with another Duskmourn draft, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.